Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. I hope all is well, and I thank you for taking time to look at this video. Sidney Crosby wins the Conn Smythe Trophy, and man, boy, is there a lot of heat on Sidney Crosby for winning the Conn Smythe. Do want to give you my thoughts here. A lot of people are saying Kessel, Murray, all guys that I could have lived with, but Sid, to me, and this kills me as a Ranger fan, is more deserving of, I could live with Sid getting it. He led his team by example throughout these playoffs, minus a little bit of a lull during the Washington series. He was pretty dominant, and face-off numbers were insane most nights. His face-off numbers, completely insane. Look at the stats. I don't have I don't have it in front of me, but they were insane. Listen, people are bringing up Murray. He was definitely instrumental in the Pens playoff run. He was, but he should not have won that trophy, and he didn't, obviously. He let in too many softy goals. He was outplayed, I think, he was definitely outplayed by Jones. The team in front of him, won those series, not Murray. That being said, Murray does have a future, but he shouldn't have won the trophy. Conn Smythe Trophy is not even voted on by the NHL. It's a separate vote amongst media personnel, etc. So, if you're upset a deserving guy, as any, who carried his team all year, set examples, blocked shots, he set up guys to score, won huge face-offs, series. Listen, this is truly, I think, the best pick. Man, he showed these guys in the locker room how to win. And I'm reading some of the comments on these message boards. They're a little bit silly. Sid is a true captain. Sid is a captain and a leader. Again, Murray is a good goalie, but the Pens, but the players blocked more shots than Murray has saved. When you look at Kessel was amazing, but imagine if the opponent put their best defenseman on Kessel and leave a third-string defenseman, on Crosby. Would Crosby have more points? Think about that. I totally understand why a lot of people hate the NHL media for making everything about Sid. As a Ranger fan, trust me, I do as well. But Sid isn't asking for it. He's very humble. I think he's a good leader. A little bit of a crybaby, but he's a good leader. Out of everyone to hand a cup to, I was thinking, Malkin or Kessel. He handed it to Daly. Guy who works hard, but season ended early with a broken ankle. That's who he gave it to. Can't be upset about Sid's name being called for the Conn Smythe. Certainly deserving. Murray, again, solid throughout the playoffs, but he didn't steal a game for the Pens. He didn't get tested for long stretches at a time, and he let in a number of questionable goals that, if he had stopped, then several of the series would have ended sooner than they did. Including the final, which very well, could have been a sweep. The Penguins as a team smothered their opponents and outshot them by a substantial margin. Substantial. limiting the necessity of the need for the goalie to steal a game, and I'm glad they did, because if you're a Penguins fan, I don't think you're confident that Murray would have been up to the task. Each goalie they faced outplayed. Aside from Lundqvist, Murray was outplayed by each goalie he faced. The closest contender to Sid was Phil Kessel. And everyone thought that he would win because he had the most points on the team, and most people equate the MVP with points. But Sid was the most dominant player in all three zones, consistently throughout the playoffs, while still putting up respectable numbers. Congratulations to Sid. Hope all is well.